across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jones. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Matt Ioannidis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Matthew Ioannidis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop them at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. The tackle made by Blake Martinez. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll set up a throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. But, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Throwing, Jones. Dancing to his left. Open receiver, that's Caden Smith, the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be caught. It's Toney. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for the Giants. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. Another try for Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Gano the extra point, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Azeez Ojulari just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. These two teams all tied after 1. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Looking to throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. And still fighting. Still fighting. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there for Carolina. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Hubbard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. Throw left side, complete to Tony. It's a room to maneuver. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 2nd down, Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about...
The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Back to throw. Checks this down to Hubbard. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So a nice run right there, and worth mentioning their usual starting running back out this week. The hope is it's just a short-term absence, but this is where it pays, Charles, to have a quality reserve that you can turn to when you need it.
And to me, they definitely have that, because this is a guy who's more than capable of picking up the slack. And he's likely going to see a big share of carries as this one progresses. And how many times do we see running backs jump into the breach and have big games?
He'll drop that down to Hubbard. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Dexter Lawrence. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Gonzalez's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Third quarter starts with a run by Hubbard. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man right side is Tony. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And Barkley did not get there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. And the Giants send out their punter now. Standing just outside his own. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Hubbard. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll set up to throw. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Let's go, D.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Back to throw. Jones. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Jones rolling to his right. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Panthers are going to take over at their own 41. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Thomas brings it in and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Moore. And they'll get this down to the 10. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Caught on the slant. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Panthers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 2nd down and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
7. Okay, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
Now Jones. Flushed out right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And some room to roam now. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Here's 38, Giants 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Jones now on first down, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Mike 47. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. They'll roll him out right. And they go back to Tony. It's complete this time. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Second down and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Give the sack to Blake Martinez. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Giants are going to get the football back at their own 17. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Throwing, Jones. Looking for Shepard deep. Oh, Jones has just thrown his third interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Here's Johnny Hekker now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
They'll run it here. This is D'Onta Foreman.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.